you see in front of you now Glombo sitting there with the letter that has been handed over by Torm.
And then he stole my spotlight.
And he looks at the letter and then
I'm a farmer.
starts reading it to you. It says, I hereby grant Tom Ratsflynn the power to rule Griffonsford until the time the army arrives. Signed by Prince Brins. And it's the prince's seal. And he shows it to the scribe, so the scribe can make sure and copy the seal.
You fired that fucking council already, not at your board.
I'm gonna deal with the problem of writing down the minutiae of our secret
Tom
meeting
steps up
later.
and he says, "You fired."
Yeah, the first action.
The first action is to replace.
You fired. Get the fuck out of my house.
This is now the base of operations.
Fucking offended.
So I assume that you will now help us to free the city?
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's great.
Yeah.
You must know we made a lot of preparations. We already know that the orcs usually patrol the city and that
Oh my god.
I kind of just like look
That
at
took like
him.
another 3 minutes to figure it.
Good that we have the same information. It just took us. Anyways, continue.
and we will be ready to start an uprising as soon as we've brought in the corresponding men and women and gave them the weapons to do this.
That's the problem, isn't it? Yeah.
How are we gonna get the weapons?
Good. I'm good that we're on the same page here.
So I vote for full support by the city council for this operation. And then he looks around. Any nays? No one says. So everyone in favor. The motion has passed. Everyone in favor. We will support you to free the city. And the scribe writes down support to free the city.
I rage.
I always gotta kill him. He's gotta kill him.
I'm in an apple orchard. Everything's good. Okay.
His knuckles are like white. It's like the blood is gone. He's ready to punch somebody right in the...
How do we have weapons in the city?
Well,
Well, improvements.
we still have some cutlery that could be used.
I smile my best fake smile. So there's currently no weapon stashes hidden here.
We've discussed maybe talking to the smith, but we decided it's too dangerous to do this before we have a concrete plan what we need the weapons for.
That is true. What is the numbers? How many, like, what is the rough ballpark figure for the amount of orcs that are currently stationed in the city? And how many, like, men and women of age, of fighting age, can we muster, supposedly, to support the uprising?
I would say it's a lot of orcs, definitely. And concerning the men and women...
I don't need a lot. I need a more accurate, accurate
we
guess.
discussed that maybe we should start counting how many orcs enter and exit.
Good
the
that you
garrison.
discussed that. I think we should pass the motion that we should definitely do that.
Yeah, sorry, you're currently not part of the council, so you can't put a motion. But I can put the motion for you if you're interested.
That would be lovely. Please do that. And why am I not currently a part of the city council? I thought that letter just granted me the command over the city.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah, but you must see that the city council was elected in its current form at the beginning of the previous
I
year.
understand that, good sir, but we
Doesn't
must
have to be
understand
this German.
my interpretation of martial law
confused.
says that I would now also be part of the city council. I find that to be the most, let me put it this, pragmatic choice.
Article 3761 states specifically for this purpose.
No, it doesn't.
He looks at the others and says, "Well, we could discuss and motion maybe." And he looks to the scribe. Does this fit with the charter of our organization? And
Of course it does.
and the scribe starts looking through the papers. Well, I'm not sure that we I think we had one similar situation 300 years ago. Maybe if we could ask Ergan to look in the archive, there could be something.
How about we just decide that I'm part of the city council? How about that?
Isn't there some like wartime override, like you're under martial law or some shit and you're fucking...
Columbo, my good
Yeah.
friend. You must understand,
Has to be
time
something
is of
like
an
that.
essence here.
Yeah, you're right. Let's do it like that. We will move the search in the archive to the week, and then have the motion to put you into the city council on our schedule for next week's meeting.
Okay, we shall do that. But until then,
And
would
if you
you?
describe writing down the schedule for next week's meeting.
But until then, could we please put forward the motion that we are counting the orcs that are currently in the
Oh,
city?
counted
Could you
them.
please do that for me?
Oh, sure, of course. So, motion to count the orcs in the city. All in favor? And everyone raises their hand. Anyone against? No one raises his hand.
No, can there be like one that's against that? Ah, it's too difficult. It's dangerous, man. We're exposing ourselves here.
Okay, great. Let's do this.
I sent Milena to punch him in the face.
And then he looks around and says, well, you seem to have the appropriate staff to do this task. So I would say that maybe if you could carry out this task in for the city council, that would make a lot of sense.
I ignore that question for the moment. Does the city have funds, or are we in physical control of the funds? Am I in physical control of the funds?
Damn, I spent it all on luxuries.
Oh, wow.
Can we bypass the laws that were put down 300 years ago?
The city,
Take the
unfortunately,
money and
is in great debt. And we've kept it running with help of some generous lends by the great houses in the city.
This is not what I wanted to hear. So currently the city is indebted to the larger great houses of the city.
Yes.
Do the larger great houses profit, or are they suffering loss from the current situation that the orcs are taking?
They would never admit
Well, he looks at Van Tessa and says, well, Van Tessa, how would you say it? Well, our family, I would say, it has been disadvantageous to have the workers scared by the orcs, but after all, it's running quite well. And Van Tessa looks at him back and says, well, speaking for the Elven Hills, I say it would be a good motion to bring the orcs out of the city. And then they both look at you again.
That's good to know. That's good to know that the best and brightest of the city are behind me. Okay.
Okay, if there are no more motions, then
There
I
are
would
definitely more motions. Or questions. Let me put it as a question.
say... Yeah, but do we need to... Because... And then,
Yeah, okay.
then he looks
verstehe schon.
at one of the candles. The meeting time is almost over, and we just want to make sure we don't overrun.
I bite my hand. But I understand that I have to play along with this charade for the moment.
No.
I'll take him out later.
Get rid of him right now. You have him on the run.
And I'll do it with you.
Get him up there.
Wo gehobelt wird, da fallen Späne. Nee, I have no more. Then I have no more questions.
In that case, let's finish with. Do we have any task for the next meeting? So I will personally speak to Ergan to make sure we get a report from the archive to see if there is a possibility to introduce you to the city council on the short notice, and then your men will do the orc counting.
Do you have any men that you could directly give me under my command who could help me in this task? We are a little...
Unfortunately, you have to know that the people on my command they are all well overwhelmed with the work to keep the business running. Especially since you have to know that it has been hard.
Is there anybody in this city that could maybe send me a few people?
Well, I would
Trustworthy
guess
people?
if you need to hire someone, there's always someone at the harbor looking for work, but that's all scum. I wouldn't trust them with anything important.
My elders, please, have we actually considered what the orcs want?
Good question.
Well,
What are they
orcs.
doing here?
They orcs. They want bad things, I guess.
But why haven't they desolated the city? Why are they keeping us under their thumb?
That is actually a question I had not considered. Why have they
Why are
not?
they actually so fucking nice to you people?
I guess that it's
Yeah.
because they realize how important it is to keep the economy running.
That
The
is,
economy
of,
is so strong.
that is, of course, one reason. But I have a question.
As a businessman.
Do we know what the orcs are doing at the ruins of the Pious Temple?
I don't think they're doing anything. They've
No interest?
taken the temple apart, but afterwards,
Because you should put up
But they let no one there.
yeah,
Why is it off limits?
that's a good question.
Yes, that is
I-
a very good question.
Oh wait, no, our meeting is over. Put on the agenda for next time the motion to figure out what the orcs are doing with the temple, and the scribe writes it down.
Yeah. Where's the scribe going? Where is he taking
Yeah,
that
where does
stuff?
he live?
Where does he live?
She's just giving me my copy of the thing, so I can like read all about like the users groups doings.
Well, if there's no more motions, then I would say we are at the end of the meeting. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here, and everyone starts knocking on the table.
And leave. Oh my god! And then leaving at the same time in the same direction, probably having
Before
a drink
losing
or
this football.
something. Let's go for shots.
And be careful not to be caught by the orcs. You know what might happen. Everyone murmurs and nods their heads.
What might happen? Though?
I have a question to all the people in the room. How are you currently entering and leaving this building? One of my associates on his research today also entered this building and would like to say even a blind man can see that people are currently passing through the back door.
Yeah, we are not dumb. We're using one of the windows.
I'm sorry, I meant the windows. Excuse me. A blind man could see that someone is currently.
Oh, the command.
And the
that's
second
kind
thing
of
is,
convenient.
if you are using this room, remove
coming out.
the candles. Take them with you. It is an absolute clear sign that someone is using it while clearly this building should not be used.
That's a good point.
Yeah, and we are not,
Actually, I gotta do
because we are not going to wait until next week to decide or pass a motion. We are, before we leave, taking all the candles with us.
Yeah, a tidied up
That's
room
your
is
area?
better anyways.
No,
Definitely is so, sir. Definitely.
Like a concierge thing in
Yeah.
Budapest hotel where I can call on my pimp buddies to like, right?
That's sweet.
And then they
take
start
care of
collecting the candles and all leave through the back window.
Where's the scribe going with the stuff?
Right to my PO box.
Is she really giving it to him? Or is he
Oh,
just
come on, don't
bullshitting?
say that.
Well, do you have any skill that you could use to
I
hack?
could roll streetwise to see if I have a contact with her.
Yeah, let's do that.
That is a charisma roll, which is a 16. Which, oh my god, I did it too hard. What is it? I'm so excited.
I think it's a D12. You need a D20.
Oh well.
But it would have been 1.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter because then you have to multiply it by a factor of.
Yeah.
Yes. And
And
it's a full success. No consequences.
Yeah, great. Actually, if you try to follow her, she moves through the city and to the east of to the east of the building.
To
Here.
11, pretty much. It's here. Here, look at my.
This tower.
Okay.
It's like an abandoned. It's like an old watchtower.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Well, from a time when the city walls were still small and the city was like grow outwards and the city wall was put down, but the tower remained, right?
Right.
And yeah, maybe you want to follow her.
Well, am I able to follow her or
Yeah.
am I, yeah.
no problem.
You want to be sneaky about it?
Yeah, I'm gonna be sneaky about it.
Yeah, then roll something for it. Because if she notices you, then she probably will do something to avoid your
Yeah, so
administration.
you actually managed to follow her without her noticing because she isn't that good at it.
Because she's also useless. It's like one of the smaller cons, I think.
And the
Your
building,
staff is shit.
the building is
It's
a
not my
tower.
stuff, I'm just like getting information.
The building is a tower, and the tower has a small stable next to it with some pigs and chicken.
It's a disgrace, I want to get rid of it.
And you hear a lot of laughter from inside, even though it's already late in the night.
Yes.
And
They must
you're
be
also there
having.
because I guess you brought your henchman.
I did brought my henchman.
Your henchman, Tom Farmer. Ben Farmer.
Sweet.
Right, and
I punch him in the face.
so what
Hey,
you,
that was good back there.
so what you notice about the tower would be yeah, most of the buildings in the tower have red tiles, right?
Yeah.
But I have blue tiles because that was important to me. It's my favorite color. I'm like an ex-sailor, so I have these nice like ultramarine things and like.
So clearly, it's the building of an eccentric who has too much money to burn.
Portuguese have to make a nice building for his business, like to stand out. And you see over the doorway, there's like a stylized fox, and right next to it says the Fox Den, which is the name. A foxhole? Was it foxhole or fox den?
I think it's
You two-
Dan. It's Dan on this.
It's
but
your- yeah, then
yeah,
it's
it's
Dan.
your whatever you want.
But it's your building.
How's the fox? Oh, well, hole doesn't make really sense.
Fox
for a
den,
tower.
fox
Then
den.
fox den.
The foxhole is something different. Than.
Yeah. And you notice laughter from inside, and yeah. How do you want to approach this? Like you see, like describe ushering in like really quick.
I just kind of mutter to myself, like next to you. Should have known Bran had something to do with this. Oh, not nothing.
Wait, what did you say? Well, so it's a round tower, and she entered through the front door.
Yes.
I did that as I had time like drinking a coffee. So maybe this table. So it's like a little outbuilding, like a little bit broader on the base, and then you have like the tower, pretty much. And
Basement.
yeah, in the basement that comes later.
It's the torture dungeon.
That costs extra.
It's the sex. It's Grandpa's old sex dungeon.
Grandpa's old sex dungeon.
That's what I call it to myself. I don't tell it to my customers.
Oh.
Right, and it has the stylized fox, and then here's the name. Right, this is where I live because I'm cool. And
Keep telling yourself that.
right, do you wanna follow her in some kind of middle distance?
No, I'm just gonna go in.
Right. You go in and like it's a hustle and bustle. There's like it's a brothel, and you see there's like niches, and the girls are working with customers. Some are like they are maybe it's like Thursday, and not everybody.
You couldn't have told me, Ben, that this is a brothel.
I mean,
Have you been here before, Ben?
I've never partook.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but that's
I'm
not
classy,
talking
man.
it. I'm still like setting the scene because I just want to rush directly towards you because I see like new customers and I want to like do stuff. So I'm just like describing what happens in that second that you like enter. So there's like some girls are working with customers. Not all of them are occupied. It's like a regular day. So there's like 2 or 3 who are not doing stuff right now. There's like a barkeeper. He looks a little bit bored. And you have a great selection of apple cider.
I leave immediately.
Yeah, and like what I'm doing like myself when I'm like working at the establishment is like, boss, what do? I do whatever needs to be done. Sometimes I help there, do that, talk to this person, just keep things running. And right now, because there's not much of a program going on, I'm just like standing next on the bar. So you come in and the bar's right there, right? And I'm just standing on the far end, looking at the entrance, and I have this pipe in my hand because I'm a sailor. Pipe.
Okay, I get this. I get it. You're describing it in way too much detail. Okay. Yeah.
No, I wanna do a cantrip here.
Motherfucker.
And I'm like just standing there, like looking all like happy, and taking like little puffs from my pipe. And I use the small illusions to like actually like make the smoke that comes from my pipe into like small apples, and I want to like swirl them around the room and shit like that, and I look happy doing that. And I'm like way cleaner than when you saw me first.
So what do you actually look like?
Oh well, I'm probably like 184 or something, 181, something like this. Not like very tall. Kind of well built, not overly strong. A little bit, it shows, right? It's like well built, but not like brutish in force. I wear like a white shirt and a blue vest studded with something. It's not gold, probably. It's something like a metal that looks kind of similar. Messing, I don't know. And I have a belt, and I have like probably one of these like striped 12-volume pants. It's boots.
You look like Asterix and Obelix.
Yes.
Okay.
But a little bit more like a stylish.
Stylish version. That's the stylish version of Asterix.
Right, I throw these apples and you see like the scribe just gave me this stuff. I put it somewhere because I know it's probably not of great importance. I just put it behind the bar to relay it in a silent moment. It's like, and you see her like she goes past you when you walk in, and I see like new people arriving. Notice Ben, notice you, and
I tell Ursula to hold on to the scribe for a moment.
And then I'm like motioning to one of the girls to take care of you. Just walk directly to Ben, like but hustle him away from you because I don't care about you. You're taken care of. I'll talk to you.
What?
And I'm like, Ben, how have you been?
Brand, I'm well. I'm MTG. May the gods.
Ah, yeah, you too. So what's going on? I saw you brought a friend. Just like brief glance to see that the girl's actually taking him somewhere. She's trying to hustle you in some corner to like actually like get all the money you probably have on you out of you somewhere.
I did, as a matter of fact, and I don't know that he's going to be interested in your usual attempts.
Oh.
And in the meantime, there's
Who's
smaller woman, dark hair. She seems to be from the southeastern parts of the continent.
Yeah.
And she
Vietnam.
says, so, sit down. You want to drink something? And starts to twirl her fingers in her hair.
I smile briefly and ignore. Good sir, are you the owner of this establishment?
Excuse me?
Are you the owner of this establishment?
Oh yes, this is my temple.
Yes, you see, the girl that is currently struggling in the grip of my good friend, what is her name? I can never remember. Milena. She had something, and that something she just deposited behind your bar. I find that quite interesting.
The thing is, I deposited it behind the bar.
Yeah, I saw that.
She gave it into my hands.
Right.
And
That's not the point.
that poor
Point is
lady,
she gave it to you.
this poor lady, don't take it too bad. She doesn't have a place to be. The council doesn't pay
Look,
us.
I'm going to make it quick. Give me the shit that's behind the bar.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How did your meeting with the council go? Did you make any progress in, getting along with the problem of our orcish occupation? Did you make any progress at all? Because I'm watching these people, but I don't see much.
I stare at you.
And the thing is, like, I'm not your enemy here. I want them out of here as much as you do.
Is there a place where we can talk in private and I don't have constant...
She's like rubbing and trying to grab your butt and shit.
I am strong in the face of the enemy.
My urges.
My urges are repressed.
The Emperor protect.
I'm like a character from like a Dan Brown novel who like whips himself. Like, I wear like the shirt that rubs
So
off.
sad. So sad.
Yeah. Pain is my only pleasure.
Well, alright, we can like retire to my private quarters for more private conversation, obviously.
Yes, that's exactly.
But before we
how I
go
wanted
up
to
there,
make it
grab the writings from the bar, right? I'll bring them with you. We can happily burn that later because I don't think it's very important.
Okay, but now my question is, so did she really, it's not that important, but did she really just take it to him directly, or is there copies made, or what is it?
No copies yet.
Yeah, good.
I gave it back to her when I read it.
Oh, you do give it back to her. Okay, you don't keep them, because that would be kind of dumb.
because also like dysfunctional. You gotta write everything down. I don't know, but yep. It's like all like,
Why are they writing everything down? But anyways, yeah.
oh, because like it runs in the blood. It doesn't need to be efficient. It's just how they function.
Anyways, can we?
Right, to get
can
the
we?
stuff, go up.
Okay.
And like when we get up to private chambers.
Well, I kind of realized that the girl is unimportant, and we let her go.
Okay.
All right.
I like gave her that look. It's like it's no problem.
And I want to make
Because like it's like if something like this happens,
We give all each other a bunch of looks.
it's like, you know, she maybe she thinks she done fucked up. You know, like, oh my god, boss is not happy, couldn't do my job.
I'm not.
But I like give her that look. It's like, all right, I'm gonna like kind of maybe like this. Let's go. And we go up the stairs. It's like
I am full of repressed happiness. Definitely, that's what my current emotion is.
right. We go to my chambers, which are like it's a circular room staircase here. Bed. And there's like a big like desk.
The
Like-
bed is very small and unimportant, of course.
The bed is really big. But actually, you see next to one window is actually also like what's the hanging mother?
Good question.
hang him on.
Hot? No. So you have it.
Hammock. A
Hammock.
hammock.
Yeah, you see a hammock dangling next to one of the windows, like slowly bristling in the right way. And it's like put down the papers on the my desk,
Mhm.
and I think this is all out of order, and I like hold up my hand. Brent Ruddle, pleased to make your acquaintance.
Torm. Nice to meet you. And he
I
seems.
like hold on longer to it than you want me to. This is all like happy and smiling at you. And
You do the
Right.
Trump.
Yeah.
no, I don't lean in. It's just like it's distant, but it's longer than he wants it to be.
Make Griffonsford great again. So, what? He seems vaguely familiar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I forgot our backstory.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
No, I'm the one who has to remember you
Yeah, exactly.
at
yeah.
some point.
At some point.
Maybe I'm on drugs right now.
Hmm.
Would make sense.
So, Mr.
At this point, I
Brand.
stand over in the corner and like with my back to you, and then I turn around with the decanter in my hand. Drinks?
Yes. I'll take a glass, whatever you gave to me, but I won't drink of it immediately.
It's apple cider.
Yeah, I put it on somewhere. So
You put them on paper so there's like an actual like little.
I just stand it away. Mr. Brand, I have a few questions for you. So, you seem to be well informed of the goings-on of the council.
Yes.
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
It wasn't. I don't really see a question in there yet, so I was just I was reaffirming and giving you the opportunity to make that into a question later.
Right. Do you consider it odd that you are not on the city council, but you are
I
currently-
consider that very odd. I really should be.
That was not my question. My question is...
Still not. I'm getting excited.
I'm getting frustrated.
In the back of your head, you start to realize that I'm just making fun of you.
I've-
Basically, since you got here.
Right.
You basically also know that's going on, but you just won't
Yeah.
interfere for the moment.
I'm just like sipping my cider.
Because you know my game, I always do that with someone
Yeah.
new. Also, if it's like old friends, it's like that's my way to make him. How does he like get when he like gets stressed out? Is that something I can work with?
I imagine
yeah.
you currently bleeding out in the street. That would please me. But I have a very vicious character. But anyways, so good to hear that you would like to be on the city council. But why do you, if you find them so inefficient, why do you keep up to date by spying on them?
Why not? I mean, you gotta know what's going on.
So if they're so inefficient and they do not know what's going on, what is going on? Are you one of the people who know what is going on?
You know? That's an interesting question.
Definitely.
And I
That's
get
why
a little bit
I
more
asked
like get a little bit less tongue in cheek, like give you like a long, kind of longer, not really like long, but longer than before, look. And it's like, Tom. So what is your position in the city at this moment? Why do you care about this so much? What you do?
I just smile slightly and say, just let's say it's important. Let's just leave it at that.
I guess you followed these. I'm closer to the papers than you, or we can roll decks or something. I don't know. I was like, I guess you followed her directly here, and I guess you were at the meeting. So fine, I'll open the protocol and read it for myself. Get a copy of the letter and everything. Oh, and since I know that he's like actually like wielding some kind of political power. Nice to meet you, Mr. Wellesley.
Right.
We have so much to discuss.
We do. How long you have to live, for example. But
Oh, you don't try.
right.
Oh, your henchmen are downstairs. They weren't invited upstairs. They got some drinks on the house.
Right. So, as I see that you're currently up to date,
And you still see me with the fucking with the papers, and it's like motion to count the orcs, and I'm like chuckling. Maybe you can pick up on that.
I don't.
God
Well,
damn
if you see that it's so inefficient, do you have any ideas how many orcs there currently are in the city?
You know, I have some associates of mine who I discussed this question like 2 months ago, and we started to do something. No, not 2 months. That's too long. It would take less. Like, let's say like I like did the same thing like 3 weeks ago, and I say like, let's just say some associates of mine that are actually closer to the garrison, because I'm very far off and I have no means to have eyes on them.
Of course.
Some people that have eyes on the garrison might have done some counting for me, and we can lean on them and find out something interesting that might help us figure out the unit strength of the orcs in the city, if that's something you like.
Yes, is what I would like very much.
So how are the city's coffers doing these days?
Terrible. You read the report.
I'm just like skimming, I didn't get to the money yet.
It says they're in debt and they have no money and they're lending money.
Oh shit. Probably from these elves.
Yes,
Their
that
gaudy,
seems to be
their
one.
gaudy palace up on the hill.
I'm not interested in gaudy palaces up on the hill.
We connect over the elf hill, like mutual hate, I guess. At some point, it's
Man, it's all show with him.
imagine like some in the past we sit at the bar and it's like closing time and both of the drink for different reasons.
Right, I'm not interested in petty squabbles between rich families. I would like
Oh, aren't we noble?
I don't care. Either way, don't these people who currently know how many orcs there are in the city, aren't they interested in being rid of the orcs?
That's they're totally interested in that. That's why we did it in the first place. They're good friends of mine. But the thing is, like, what can Mr. Tom Wesley do for me? And I don't mean as a "no, I won't kill you" kind of way, but in a like mutual benefit kind of way.
Too bad. I hope we could just go with, "Oh, I won't kill you" kind of way. I find that was the better part of the deal, but okay.
I want to make this work. I don't want to like kind of like I don't want to like try to get like one up on you. I just want to make this work in some kind of way that is like mutually beneficial and gets me somewhere, gets you somewhere, everybody's happy.
I go to my apple cider and I walk around the room
With the apple cider in
with
hand.
the apple cider in the hand.
Like all melodramatic.
Just thinking and like
It's like nice to see
swirling
that
it.
here. Too bad if something would happen to
And you
me.
spill it on my bed and I'm sleeping in
Oh,
half
sorry, like the Monty Python skit. Nice tanks you got here. Be sad if something would happen to me. I'm sorry, Colonel.
My magical gun turret is trained on your face.
Yes,
All the time.
player versus player dick measuring
I
contest.
had like
Now,
4 snipers on all the joining moves.
I must ask, why are you so obsessed with the actual numbers?
yes.
Well, what type of army do you have?
I'm looking at it
Hopefully a larger one.
and I'm like, when this happens, I'm like, Ben, look at this man. What do you see? You see a determined face, you see these arms, you see these calloused hands, you see a soldier. Why does a soldier wants to count his enemy? To know how much he has to kill. And how he can do it best.
A very perceptive.
A very perceptive view. Just like a bitch ass. Something like this.
Exactly.
Now that we're like over this like little bump where I'm like, who is this guy? What does he
Okay,
want?
good.
I'm
Fine.
getting like a little bit more flamboyant, I guess.
So, Brand, what do you consider? How have you fared since the orcs have come to the city? Has it been bad for business? Good for business?
Did you see that shed in front of my establishment?
Yes.
I really don't like that shed.
What's with the shed? It's
You know-
livestock.
Did you notice that the orcs are kind of peculiar around money? Don't really get the concept, kind of?
I have, yes, actually. now that you
Yes,
say it.
yes. You see, when the orcs frequent my establishment, that's a other different business. I'm gonna get into it in a minute. They
I don't
pay
know if
me
I
with-
want you to get into it. but
They pay me with cattle, pigs, and chicken. I'm not a farmer. Look at me, I'm not a farmer. I don't want to have like, I want to have the best brothel in town, and then have like a pigsty in front of it. I hate that just from the idea of it. I mean, it don't matter if I can't sell the chickens to the
I've never
peasants or
never
something.
been in the brothel business, but I definitely understand that it kind of puts a dent on the whole atmosphere.
Also, I
Yeah.
really respect my girls. I really respect them a lot. And I really don't want to work them on the orcs. Fucking disgusting pieces of filth. I hate that. And they make me work it. I gotta do what I gotta do, otherwise they've, like, I don't know, execute me, dump me in the river, whatever they do, eat me.
Yeah.
So
I earlier noticed while we were standing downstairs in your beautiful establishment that you seem to I really like the tiles. They're a nice touch. That you seem to
I like the color of the sea.
right. That you seem to
I pour myself
have
another glass of soda.
you seem to have magical well, not magical powers. Sounds like you have magical powers.
I'm a wizard.
What's the non-stupid like? What
I'm a wizard, Tom.
Are you a wizard, Bran?
You can just ask me if I'm like
Do you
part of
have,
the
like-
mystical persuasion or something.
Do you have like your Mickey Mouse hat, like the
I reached out to my under my bed and I
put on your robe and wizard hat?
pointy
Ah,
hat with
no.
Am I a wizard? Am I a wizard?
without my head I only can do cantrips, but I gotta look. It's like a yellow star on top, and like, oh my god, I was like,
I just
pull
can't.
up my sleeves, and it's like, alright.
I'm a wizard, bitch. Okay.
Oh, how very perceptive of you. Yes, you know, I give that brothel just the right amount of spice. I was Bradford is gonna be life story. And I like
I brace
stand
for
next
it.
to you like, are you shorter than me actually?
Yes.
Oh great.
I'm sure it
I like lean on your shoulder like and like,
I barely contain my anger.
and it's like in front of a window, and the stars are shining outside.
You do some kind of minor illusion, like this is my life story.
There's a shooting star.
I do like this minor illusion just to
Nice
make the
effect.
stars like twinkle a little bit brighter.
Nice
Like in your
effect.
peripheral wrist. You know, Tom,
I roll my eyes, but yeah.
I used to be a river sailor. Oh, and then you know it's bad. It's bad because like it's way down there. It's like way down the road. It's gonna take forever. And I'm gonna like shorten it here because I don't want to like phrase it all out. Used to be a river sailor, and there was some innate magical talent, and somehow the short-term picked me up and teach me a lot of stuff, mostly illusion, and some minor elementist like stuff to manipulate metals and other things. And then I just like went on with the ships, worked as a sailor when I was on the boat, and when we got there was usually like a fish market or something where I would like do some stuff. Also I did some like, well,
So-
I don't tell you that, but it's like, by that point you're wondering how the fuck does like a sailor and like
Something's
Gaukler pretty much, how did he
yeah.
get that much money to buy that for and
Yeah.
buy these blue tiles and everything? So he probably suspects something fishy. And right, So I got this money and like basically 6. Yeah, I guess it was 6.
You could
years
say I
ago.
was quite washed up.
I was flush with coin.
Uh,
No, I bought this place like 6 years ago, made it nice, and now I craft like do like my thing, help out, make it like a nice experience for normal customers, right? Like a regular brothel, but then I have this like cabinet in the bottom where I do like special illusions for discerning guys that can actually pay. So I have like yeah, I make a lot of money with that. So now I'm pretty much like I have a lot of money, but I don't have like much of political heft in the city.
And
Which pisses me off. So, and this is like, we come back to the scene, and you're probably like gritting your teeth, like knuckles on my like things, like, God damn it, I can't take it any second.
I can't.
And I'm
I
just
am.
like stepping back and do this little like what Xerxes does in 300, like grab over both your shoulders, and that's how I became a mage. Or like, and that's how I learned to do these mystical things.
That's how I
Mr.
became the
Wellesley.
Prince Brins.
Is
Okay.
there anything else you want to know of me?
No, I think I'm.
There's like a noticeable distance of the moon, like when we started and now. There's moves.
No, I think I'm good. I'm good for now. Has he fallen asleep in the current interim?
Oh, well, some of the girls wrote my apple cider and he's just knocking himself out like in a chair, like saying,
you should really just start giving everybody a page to read when they meet you.
I mean, I was silent for the first 2 and something.
But really, Brian, can we get down to business?
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
What can we do?
Enough.
I suppose if you're coming here, you're coming with an idea. Say we get you numbers on these orcs. What then?
I'm really like, my throat is really parched and I'm like pouring myself like a big glass of cider. Look at them expectantly.
I'm wondering if there's forms of infiltration we could have in the city, such as that creek in the northeast. There might be a way to...
We bring some small boats loaded with our best soldiers into the creek.
Well, I was thinking more like in barrels.
I'm silent for the moment.
But yes, the orcs seem to be concentrated around the garrison, as my father
We
had said.
disguise our best soldiers as apple farmers.
When the orcs took over the city, who spoke? Like, who speaks for them? Like, who communicates what the orcs want to the population? Do they have any like representatives? Anybody who's like the face of the occupation, if you want to say that?
Indeed, they do. I don't see him often, but he goes by the name Sadrak Wasoy?
Wasabi?
Wasabi.
Sadrak. Let's go Sadrak. Sadrak is his name.
All right.
Sadrak, the first of his name. Yeah.
He's a pain in the ass.
We don't see him often, and we don't exactly know where he is, but
He's in
reason to believe he's in the garrison.
Yeah, well,
Wouldn't you
he's-
agree?
I would think that he might be in the garrison because he has these like delegates and he sends them around the city, right?
And it's just the most fortified spot in the city.
Right, right.
So I like chime in and say like, all right, we gotta count them. Then we need eyes in the garrison, and something tells me something with the temple is also not really good.
Do you know anything about that brand? What are they doing with the huge hole in the middle of the
What am I
town?
gonna do with that? You know.
I currently have an obsession with holes. No, but
Oh, just suit yourself.
I do.
It's like a lot
And
of
I-
specimens around the establishment.
I kind of turn away at kind of the mention of the hole, just because
Because why? Disgusted by
I
our.
remember that night.
It's like a lightning from nowhere.
No, but to focus back, what is this creek? Is that it goes through the? I assume that no, what do I want to say? So we have Sadrak. He is their. I would put him in as their political leader. I also have heard scattered reports, that the orcs have their own gods, or that they have their own
Yes.
temples. Where are they currently worshipping?
I know nothing of the sort. I just know that the night that they tore down the temple of Persei.
I would
Where was
guess. I would guess.
Fios. They had a huge burning of all those slaves that were involved. And I heard calling them into the names of their gods.
Yes, and also they put him like in a concentric circle, and it had the markings of a ritual burning. It was just not like get rid of the slaves easy. It was some kind of demon worship.
Do you see demon worship? Demon worship.
Well, their gods are not like the
Our
12 gods.
gods.
It's more like the archdemons, right?
Right.
So it's demon worship, technically.
Technically.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, it's not very good either.
No, it's not. Really.
No. Do you how much of the fighting population remains? What were the losses of the city during the fighting? That is what I need to know.
Well, the actual watch was probably decimated, and then I don't really know, but we can find out. The actual watch was not prepared for the onslaught, so nobody was like getting ready for a siege. Gates were pretty much open. Orcs marched in, and then it's like the only ones who fought was the watch and the Rondra Knights. Is that Rondra Knights?
Yeah. Knights of Rondra.
No, like Knights as an N-I-T-S. Like the acolytes of Rondra or something.
Yeah, K-N-I.
Rondrians.
Rondrians, yeah.
Rondrians. Let's go with that.
Yeah, they fought, got decimated, then the priests got murdered, and these slaves, which are from the population, right?
Wonderful.
So the slaves were not all from the population, but they were also brought into the city. A lot of them were brought into the city from outside, maybe
So
from
most
battles.
Most of the slaves come from outside, so they didn't like waste healthy males at careers. So.
Okay.
And females.
At
Equal
that moment-
opportunity slaughter.
At that moment, one of your girls comes running up the stairs and looks at you. We need you downstairs. There's something happening.